Danny down the hill, brilliant, absolutely beautiful. And he left no gap there for Iannone to respond underneath. Iannone up the hill though. Oh, he got the drive there, didn't he?
He did indeed.
And he's going to go for it again. Still Dovi in the back of screen as well.
And Dovi has suddenly found his second wind and is really motoring.
Andrea Dovizioso we're talking about at the back of these two. It is Danny on 26, 29 is Andrea Iannone. Then it is 0-4. Andrea Dovizioso, but out front it's still Lorenzo and Marquez doing battle.
A quarter of a second between them.
Great screen that we got to our top left, so even when we're looking back at this battle we can see what's going on with the front battle. Another little innovation, and look at this, Marquez closing down again just as we take it out. So on to the front straight we go, 2 laps to go. This is the penultimate lap about to start. The Yamaha waves its head as the Honda homes into a slipstream. Here comes Marc Marquez up the inside into the braking area. Can he pull it down? That's where the Honda's at its most difficult. He's going to run a little wide, and through comes, Lorenzo is too though, but he always picks up a late apex though, Lorenzo. That was my concern earlier, if you remember. I said that.
Yes indeed, you started worrying and then stopped worrying.
I thought that Lorenzo, he takes that classic line, if he got Valentino up beside him on the last lap, he leaves too big a gap for Valentino to stuff it underneath. Marc Marquez and the Honda just don't seem to perform that well on the entry to the corner.
And that's the second go that Marc Marquez has had.
Yeah, and we've got a lap and 3/4 for Marc Marquez to gather that Honda all up. Well, we knew he was going to have a go if he was close enough to Jorge Lorenzo. Will he be able to do it again in this closing lap and a bit? Been a superb, we mentioned metronomic. Look down the list to your right.
That is
rather impressive.
On a track like this. What's happening in third?
Still we have Iannone and Pedrosa at it. This is overhead of your front two. Lorenzo versus Marquez. Iannone's in front of Pedrosa for third and fourth. So 2 big-time battles. Yamaha versus Honda.
And then looking back versus Honda.
Then Ducati versus Honda. Honda are in the fight, which is more than you might have expected.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
That's a factory team working away at the problem.
It really
with
is. 2
of the most talented riders. We're on board now with Danny Pedrosa. Iannone's got back in front of him.
Last lap time, Julian. This is your last lap time. Jorge Lorenzo leads over the line. We've got 1 lap left to go. 3.259 miles of magnificent Mugello countryside. Up the inside comes Marc Marquez. Will it be too much? Whoa! He almost trips himself over the back of Jorge Lorenzo. That's one passing opportunity gone on this 3.2 mile lap. Now it's down to Lorenzo to hold his nerve and his line. He's known for it. He is absolutely superb. He'll hit his marks just about every corner, but harrying him every inch of the way. Here comes Marc Marquez up the inside where Lorenzo would not have expected it. That might well have mugged Jorge Lorenzo. Now Lorenzo has to be the man that fights back. This is an incredible effort from Marc Marquez on a Honda that just doesn't work. He's won 2 races this year already. Is he on for his third in Mugello?
That would be rubbing the Yamaha's face in it.
He's got it.
He's gone.
He's got it done. He's cleared off. Jorge Lorenzo has been beaten.
We think.
What an incredible young man. Marc Marquez then. Even Valentino Rossi fans surely will appreciate the effort that the 23-year-old has put in to overcome your world champion. Surely he's done it.
Lorenzo doesn't know he's beaten, Keith.
Yeah, well,
he doesn't know.
It's whether he was mugged in time and he's now got to regroup, and he has only half a lap left to do it. This is the last lap of the Italian Grand Prix. Here he comes back, stuffed it underneath Marc Marquez. Now Marquez at 1 more place. And Marquez cuts it back through the chicane.
Vicious.
Absolutely elbows out. I asked for that, and we're getting it. Here comes Lorenzo. That's it. Now Jorge Lorenzo is done and dusted, surely. We're into the last corner. Marc Marquez has climbed a mountain in Mugello. Never underestimate the power of determination. He's Honda's hero in Ducati's backyard. Will it be? Oh, no, it's not. It's Lorenzo who does it. What an incredible finish. And what an incredible finish. Iannone gets third. It is Jorge Lorenzo. Lorenzo wins the Italian Grand Prix. A majestic performance in Mugello with fight right to the end.
That was getting the last corner right. We've seen it in the smaller classes. Jorge Lorenzo. He's 4 wins here before today, now 5. Fastest
Wow.
lap of the race to Andrea Iannone on the last lap.
Only the Italians will possibly care about that fastest lap for Ducati, but that was a fight. Do you know, I asked whether we would have an elbowing session, and we had one. You're right, Lorenzo got a perfect Buccini on turn 15. The Honda has not been the fastest bike. Look at that, in the end it looked like it breezed past, but Lorenzo timed it perfectly. I thought he was done, Jules.
Jorge rode his line. And you're right about the attack from Marquez at Buccini on the last lap. That was the old-fashioned...
No waves coming from Lorenzo to Mark.
I'll bet not. That was as vicious as it gets from Marc Marquez. Tough passing.
Jorge Lorenzo will be back here in front of the Mugello hordes next year on a red bike, on a Ducati. He will become instantly a hero overnight.
Brad Smith, by the way, gets 7th, Keith, top independent.
Bradley Smith, great job, Brad.